Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick.
A true dual threat at the quarterback position. And let's remember it back in the 2012 season. That game in the playoffs that he had against Green Bay. Ran for 181 yards and 2 scores. Threw for 2 touchdowns. That's the kind of potential he brings to the table every time he steps on the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, Kaepernick. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Kaepernick.
How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys are coming for me.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Here's Goff on the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second and 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
By Anthony Walker. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
out of the gun. Goff. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
56.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. To the right side and complete to Hurst. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hurst. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing again is Goff. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
McCann's kick up and good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
Makes the score Monarchs 3, Aviators 0.
Well, they didn't didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Nothing after one on EA Sports.
Monarchs 3, Aviators nothing.
Kaepernick now on first down. Smith catches left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
To Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Complete to Saquon.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
To Kendrick Bourne. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 9-play drive.
Aviators 7, Monarchs 3.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own
back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They run with Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they run with Howard. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one, and a first down. A give to Howard. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing on second down. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Goff now to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
Aviators 7.
McCann's got it teed up. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Up 2nd and 7.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Jones on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. London about set to take over on offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Running from the gun with Howard. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. but just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw is Kaepernick. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
His guys take over first and 10.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10. At their own.
London about set to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start by running the option to the right. And oh, he coughed it up. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. His throw here is incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7 yards.
To throw, Kaepernick. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he breaks through another tackle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Sam Sloman for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Ingram going to get it on the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Ingram again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Kaepernick. And he slings one that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's gone. Funches with a catch over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But now it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. McCann's kick up and good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Monarchs 13.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
at their own 25.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Columbus.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
To Philip Dorsett. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
13.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
7 yards. And it's 3rd.
They run it again with Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
Kalen Ballage, the ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gun.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes a lot.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. They still can't get him. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Goff. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they bring their punter out there now, standing just about on his own goal line. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
At their own 42-yard.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup there. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knock it on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's got to lean on that guy right now.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
On the option, Goff will hang on to it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Back to throw. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. Well, I guess at the very least they got the tackle. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Jared Goff.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. His pass caught at the 4. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they work this out past the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now on now is the punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Columbus, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.